Hello, my little baby boos. Why? I see people are here. People are already in the room. People are talking. It is me, Chris Farah. Thank you so much for being on this journey for me as I, on a Wednesday at 1 p.m., recap a show that dropped Sunday. So, listen, I make mistakes, but here we are, 90 Day Fiancé. It's before the 90 days. It's still season 5. It's episode 10. 10, 10, 10. So again, thank you so much for being here. I see you guys in the room and it makes me so happy. Yes. So many fun peeps. If you haven't yet, please like this video. Please jump in. Please share. My heart goes out. Yes, honeys. Yes. I mean, coming in 30 minutes before, God bless. I see it. I see you guys. Hi. Hee, hoo, hoo. Yes, yes. And people just like saying hi to other people. This is what I live for, to help unfortunate merfolk like yourselves. Yes, always fashionably late, my loves, but only because, and I love you, Lisa, it's because I had to get my notes up. And it's also cold, so I have to get my things together. I have water. If you have watched many alive, I do my best, but I have discussed, random self-conscious moments that I've had on lives before. Like one was like when I had a sinus attack and I just like kept like trying to like get through it by like sucking in. It was gross. But another thing is I can't stand to watch me drink water without a straw. Everything else happens to me horribly. Okay. So of course, it's a 90-day live, but you know me, I like talking about pop culture and reality shows other than this. So having said that, I see you, Gabby, and your, by the way, I've been watching you on your hot ass Instagram, but I just got from Love is Blind to where the couples are now in like Mexico, or is it Hawaii? Is it Mexico? They're on their like honeymoon phase. No, they're on their like before they get married phase. So I was like wondering how I was going to, I was wondering how I was going to divvy that up. And so maybe I'll just do that. So I think that I do owe you guys a live. Let me get my notes together. And I also owe you guys a Love Off the Grid live. So I have 3 lives, including the one I'm about to do on the docket. I know about it. Okay. So I will do it. I really want to because it's been really, really fun. So having said that, listen to me. For those of you who have been watching Love Off the Grid, I know it's like obviously less than 90 Day Fiancé because I think it's only on Discovery Plus. I'm not quite sure. And then I posted in Vanity Fair that, okay, so Lindsay of Lindsay and Spence, her friend Lauren reached out to me in like a really loving comment. And then I've emailed back and forth. And I think she wants to like hop on a live with me to talk about the show. Okay. Do you hear me? So when this video is posted, or on the Love After, actually it'd be better if you did to like, probably, I don't know, either one. It's like, I should be better at this. Like get a question to me about Love Off the Grid. If you want me to ask Lauren herself, do you understand me? This is my big break. No, I'm just kidding. So, yes, people are in. Yeah. So she'll come on and, she was, it's always interesting. And I said this to her, which is of course, like I have, like literally less than 9,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I don't ever really talk about these shows thinking that any one of them are going to like watch it. And that presents like a certain amount of candid, like, like familiar tones between me and you. It isn't like, it doesn't give me anxiety to think that like this very nice person, you like saw me, like heard me like make fun of her eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? Like having said that, I make fun of like everyone's eyebrows. And like hers is like maybe the 4th eyebrow just on Love is just on Love Off the Grid that I made fun of, like it's just a thing for me, like I make fun of eyebrows. I've just always have my whole life. I don't know why they're funny to me. Like, and if you were to, obviously like Angela's eyebrows on Love Off the Grid is like otherworldly to me, like it's just, if only I could redo them, it'd be like permanent. I would just like be able to just erase the permanent concern a little bit. And anyway, so having said that, that's what's happening. And then other people are just like LOLing at me because another thing that happened was, oh my God, I love you, Charlene. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I'm going to work out at some point. So hopefully at some point today. So, but that's like, the goal. And so the Peloton's like ready to go. Where is it? This way. Hi. Okay. So I'm going to do one more thing, which is Juan and I hung out, right? Okay. So Juan and I hung out. Okay. And we drank a bottle of our favorite wine. Well, one of them that we found together that we really enjoy. Together, it's our favorite wine. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend's favorite drink where it's you and your friend together, you like that. So it's like a 2018 Zinfandel from Temecula or whatever. And so Wa came to my house and we drank it. We ate too, but you wouldn't have known it. And then I like somewhat convinced Wa to like, she wanted to too. It wasn't like I was like holding a gun to her head, like go live or whatever. But the Wi-Fi in Temecula is, for where we are, it's like on a ranch, is, like it's just like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say there were a lot of difficulties during that live of people getting through it. But I think she just unlisted it. Like, I think that you still have access to it if you know the secret code. Not secret code, but like link somewhere. So I'm fine now, but I really love a IV. Yeah. Like, so anyway, I'm going to get in. I'm going to have to like pose that 7 minutes we start this recap of 90 Day Fiancé, my loves. And it's season 5, episode 10. Okay, let's talk about Ben and Mahogany first. Okay, so finally it's happened to us and we see Mahogany, honey, Mahogany. And there has been some recent daily development, which is, okay, so Mahogany walks in and she's obviously like, mildly diffs from the pictures we saw. But I mean, the funny thing is, it's like, if you know that lady's generation, which is my lady, I mean, girl, like she's a young girl, she's like she's like young and modern, she's like, 17. She's like, like cosmopolitan. She's that age of when I was too, God bless her, during that time. Maybe a little bit younger. But she is sassy, you know what I mean? She's young, and her reckons another time. But that generation filters their whole face all the time. I mean, that's what it is. It's like the Snapchat and like TikTok generation, like they don't see a face without a filter. It's crazy to think that like a girl of that age, unless she didn't have social media, would send a filterless pic. Now that's sad because that girl, it's the version, okay, this is what I think it is. For women, you get told your whole life where you are now, appreciate it, because, like your youth, or you're like wherever you think you are, or wherever you think your body looks like, at some point you will wish that you were that again, like for, certain instances, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they say to not, like waste time hating on yourself, because you don't know how fleeting and perfect you are in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Not perfect, but, and that is the generation I think that this one is in, that when they get older and they like remove the filters and they're gonna be like, oh, I don't have any pictures of me between the ages of like 15 and like 27 because everything had a filter. I just actually had this moment, you guys, okay, wait. I just had this moment with Hipstamatic. I am the generation that took many a picture in hipstamatic. Like so much so that like years of my life are wasted in hipstamatic prints, including a multi until like the last and arguably best at my game multi-city Europe trip, which was years ago that I was been in Europe. But what I'm saying is I wasted a great trip all in hipstamatic prints. I just thought it was the coolest, but it wasn't real. And like I just look back, I'm like, what dumbass like green and blue thing this is supposed to be? Like I would have loved to see what this actually looked like really when I was there. You know what I'm saying? So Benjamin and Mahogany. So she comes in and he, like is excited and she isn't as much. She isn't as much. She didn't want to be there in the first place. So when she walks in, she, is just adorable, but she's not like this. I mean, she hugs him in such a way, but her hug isn't, I'm so happy to be here and my dad was wrong. If her dad is even like part of this, you know what I'm saying? So on Vanity Fair, and I should check, which is my private Facebook group, someone just posted, maybe it was Marie, maybe it was Pilar. Anyway, that she is definitely like a Disney actress in Peru. In it to win it, like, like gets residuals, like a young Alanis Morissette. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that's a reference to my generation. Alanis Morissette being a Canadian, like, lovely child actor who was on, you can't say that on television, and then would record like one of the albums of my life that I like last year went and saw her at the Hollywood Bowl. Like if that person is just like, but here's the thing. Britney Spears was a Mouseketeer. I watched MMC for sure. Britney Spears goes out and has like a career and like other songs that like define my life and my generation. And I'm, $15 million book deal. So we'll see. I'm going to buy, listen, I did not buy Jamie Lynn's book, of course not, but I'm absolutely going to buy Britney's. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. Take my money. I'll buy like a collector's edition pre-advanced copy that like is like gilded and like, cause she likes French stuff. Maybe she'll do I would love like a Britney designed biography that has like French gilded mirror or something like that and like pink flowers. She loves that kind of stuff. Her aesthetic is so, my hair's a little oily, which is funny because I want to make fun of someone's hair and off the grid who's really oily, but you know what, I'll put this up. So, and then my other, by the way, if we're talking about that, it's just like also, God bless Fiona Apple. So Mahogany comes in and she's like, oh, he doesn't quite look like what I thought he was going to look like because of the pictures he showed me. And like, we've always been knowing that, like those are two different people a little bit, so, or like a little bit of a Monet. So, but at one point she like sits down and, I just honestly was just like, I really want her to do like, tu es viejo y rosa, cause like in my mind, I was like, that's what I would first like for sure be thinking. They are supposedly saying they have like a long road ahead of them. They sit down, like, she's very timid, very shy for being a Disney actress, God bless, and in Peru. And he is awkward. And they definitely like don't have any chem. And if that man thought this was this connection that like trumps all others in his life, I actually feel at the end of the road sorry for him. And I'm not saying he's alone in not having found a connection that truly fulfills him enough to understand what one is. But I would hazard that a certain amount of like maturity was assumed by, I guess, just his age and number of kids and previous spiritual location, that like he would be aware enough to know that this isn't it at all. Even if his last situation with his ex-wife and mother of his children was in some, obviously for him unfulfilling and, also just like incredibly insulting to her. So, yeah, absolutely. He says she barely speaks English. She has a whole American accent. I mean, yeah, like when she speaks Spanish, I'm like, no wonder why he thinks he can speak Spanish because, like, she speaks very slowly and beautifully. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for his kids. I would be humiliated. I do feel like it isn't a good look, is how I would say it. Pen, why do you love me? Can she get a drink first? Did you also love when he said te amo in a very Mike way? And she was like, I don't want to see any more like te amo unreciprocals. You know, like it stings every time. Like it's like the running joke of the season that like these men just keep saying te amo and these girls are like, no, 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 no te amo. Nope. No, 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 no. I like nada, nada. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Get me out. Nunca, nada, amor. Escuchando a mí, like, you know, like, but I mean, whatever, God bless, I'm so sorry. But like at the same time, they just have reactive faces and gestures and a stiffness that becomes over their whole body that as females, we're like, we don't like that one. We don't like it looks like emotional harassment, you know, an emotional violation because we have to watch the discomfort move through their face and body on camera. And as it's just like, you just want to like grab her hand and be like, just leave, whatever it's worth. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Oh, we're having a freeze here in Texas. My lords, yeah, it's like a whole situation across like middle America and down through the south. It's a cold front. I hope everyone is safe. Oh, your girl's on the West Coast, just like comfy AF. I think she was having a nice time with him until he showed up and she had reality forced upon her. The majority of their future plans was Ben telling her what he wants and her agreeing with him. I think that it was just that situation where he's older and she was, yeah, it comes across predatory. Like Michael Julian, but religion instead of money. Yeah. She's just so young. Like, I feel like I feel like he's trying to manipulate her at every cost, like the parable about that we dance and you know, like all of the stuff about how this is God's plan, you know, God, it's like, it's a form of manipulation that now that I see in real life because she exists and she is so young that we're like, When you watch the video, she's promoting a church. It's not Disney Channel stuff. Oh, she's just a child actor. Was it Nickelodeon? I swear I thought it was her also being on some sort of child network. Really, Gabby? I'll get it to you right now. Okay, my loves? And then I'll call out the person at Vanity Fair who put it to me. Okay. Oh, a Spanish Disney Channel actress. So this is what it says here, and this was by Lupe. Thank God. Okay, I'll show you it's a video. Yeah. The devil works hard, but this is what it says. But 90 Day, it's a text. I'm sorry, this is a tweet from someone named Mrs. Ackerman at GX9YCX. The devil works hard, but 90 Day fans will work harder. Mahogany is an actress for a Spanish Disney Channel. And here's the link. So there is a link. Gabby, you already posted it. There it is. Yeah, it's a YouTube. I lost 113 thing. Yeah, okay, I see. It's the top pinned comment. Thank you to the Spanish speakers in the chat. This is actually an announcement for church. Either way, we know that Mahogany and Ben's storyline is fake. Let's do a video deep diving into later that tonight. This isn't Disney. This is inviting people to a church event. Thank you for the correction. Why did they think it was I didn't. Okay. Okay. Well, God bless. Well, at the same time, God bless. She also still doesn't want to be with him. and definitely doesn't say "Te amo" back. You know what I'm saying? He is creepy. He's not great. Oh, absolutely. Oh, hi. Just like that's like the always the kind of outfit I want. Just like an hourglass pencil skirt and like a little high waisted with a beautifully tucked in, looks like almost silk or satin, but definitely obviously white blouse. And then just a little cuff sleeve, a little gold. Oh, just like it shows it off. It shows it off, you know? Oh, here comes Wah. He sent her $1,000. That's great. Well, I mean, she deserves it. She deserves it. That was a lot of texting she had to do. She's not like her pics. He's not like his pics, you know, and that way they're made for each other, right? They're like, you know, kismet. Um, he's been trying to get out of it for so long by saying that he was basically recruited and like blah blah blue auditioned to be on the show. It's just like, you know, like a model, just like modeling around, and someone was like, "Do you want to be on the show?" So, and who knows? I mean, I just feel like, well, definitely the tell-all was going to be exciting either way. And now I'm just like, I want to see them. I want to see where they're at, because if they're really wanting this 90-day Monday, they're not like, well, I don't know. Like, I think that they would need to do another season of regular 90 Day Fiancé, because it's only before the 90 days, before they get locked in to try and do some single life stuff. Like, do you think that she will come to America and like be with all his kids and just like have the kids just like be like, we're older than you or whatever, God bless. And then is she going to have moments with Ben's wife and I feel ex-wife, and I feel like the ex-wife and her like have the capacity for yes, and not someone already brought it up, a Michael Giuliana situation. So we're like Giuliana became friends with Michael's ex-wife, even though like who knows where that is now, God bless. Maybe be a situation because maybe Benjamin's ex-wife would feel like sorry for Mahogany or like try and get her through this, like I gotta get through this, you know, like or Mahogany comes just for that money and she just like comes for everything. But here's the thing, we don't know if she's just like incredibly religious or not. I want to know. I'll see. Okay, in the olden days, now that you've established who and by who, I'm sorry, now that you've established that Mahogany exists, we should get like the 24-hour flashback before where we actually get to find out who the hell she is. Like, you know, because oftentimes they do it where like episode 1, they introduce the American, you know, then they kind of like talk a little bit about the other person, and then like, you know, maybe the other person gets their own segment, we find out that person like the second episode, but by second episode they usually do. But when it's this one where it's like, does she even exist, and it's taken like 10 episodes, you hear me, 10, and this is episode 10, I said it like 5 billion times of this season, like, oh, it's windy AF, like we don't know anything about her. Where's the dad? How many siblings does she have? Like, what's her life like there? What does her bedroom look like? Like, don't you want to see what her bedroom looks like? It's one of the most fascinating things. Like, there's nothing more intimate than seeing someone's bedroom, like how they wake up and go to bed every morning, how they position things, you know? It really does make a difference. Like, remember when we saw Big Ed and Blobbity Blue's, oh no, Blobbity Blue's bedroom? Quick, sorry, I'm looking at her thing. Tell me quickly, who was like Big Ed's person again when we first met him that has the YouTube channel? You're all gonna like say it in 1 billion ways, and I'm gonna get like so upset that I forgot it. You're all not helping me in this moment. Rose, thank you. So anyway, like seeing Rose's bedroom was like, oh my God, Rose, like, you know, like we know you now. Like it was just like everything about it was just like, you know, you get to see someone. So okay, yeah, here it comes. Thank you so much. So yeah, like the same thing with Mahogany. We got to see her life. We have to see like, you know, like how she like gets around, you know, like literally like what her shoes look like, and like what she does for a living and how she does her makeup. Like I need to see it all. Like, you know, like I am done knowing about Benjamin. Like that's the part, like what makes me kind of weirded out. Like he was the best part of the couple to TLC for that long. Or they just needed like an overarching storyline, do you think, because they took out Alina and Caleb? And so do you think that like they had to stretch some situations? Because at this point we should know, like, I need to know like 1,000,000,000% more about this person. At the end of the day, she'd even offer a ride to a hotel. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the end of Ben's date was anticlimactic. She got in her car and was an Audi 5000. Yeah, I mean, yeah. hmm hmm I love you guys. Yes. His whole demeanor with her is upsetting. Not fun to watch. I want it to be over as soon as possible. So I almost like that. Maybe that's why I'm asking for more just footage of her life, because like that's what I need. Like I don't want to see them interact anymore. And I definitely am done with his life. So like I really would like the entire rest of the season to be like, well, just tell me about her now. You know what I'm saying? And then like show me that dad. And then like you could show me like one last scene of like the dad meeting Benjamin, being like, exactly what I said that she should say. No, 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 nada. Salir, por favor, you know. She's doing it for the clout. Ben's not stranded in Peru. He chose to be there and can leave at any time. Don't read me. Okay. That's the whole point. Yes, absolutely. And so it's just so confusing why we got so much. There should be, here it comes. Well, there should be 2 to 4 episodes left, including the tell-alls. Including the tell-alls? Sometimes there's 3 tell-alls. There's two obviously, but like sometimes they do 3 tell-alls. So you're saying there's only 2 episodes left of this season? I can't talk. I mean, that's so rude. Oh God, I'm just like, okay. Here we are. So moving on. So let's take it to the next cups, which is Spella and Johnny. So Spella sits down. 4 episodes. There should be 13 episodes. So yes, he was a pastor. Okay, so Spella sits down with like, sorry what I said before I had my coffee, which I always get because like you do not like want to see me before my espresso and my like specific creamer. I'll take oat milk if it was just like, you know, like around a restaurant, I want a latte, but like a specific dream creamer, which I'm not sponsored, but oh my God, they can absolutely, if I ever got famous, is the Khalifa Farms hazelnut flavor creamer. I think it's almond milk, maybe with a splash of coconut cream. It is so great. I mean, just tastiest. It's too good. Like it's just the yummiest. And so it gets me out of bed. It makes me feel great. It's like the best part of waking up, you know, straight up. Espresso and this creamer in my cup. Okay, so if you haven't yet, you know, thumbs up this video. And how many of these like buns am I going to make throughout this live? How many do you think? Like, God bless. I skip Spella, but she annoys me. Spella's baby brat and wants her man now. So this whole like long back and forth, which which we've already been living. So having to like live through it again is just like 2 people having very different views about COVID. But that being layered upon perhaps whatever, like 2 people's love and commitment to each other. But here's the thing. Let's dive into some things. They are noted cosplay anime lovers. And what we know of Spella's attraction to Johnny, it's rather superficial, almost artificial in some way, fantasy like role-playing theater, yellow fever kind of feeling. So, by having said that, what's real and what's not at all times? You know what I'm saying? She seems like she literally is out of her mind, but at the same time doesn't quite know what she wants because she lives in this fantasy bubble. At the same time, literally, I mean, I keep saying literally, she keeps saying, I keep saying, she keeps saying this, that she's 30, honey, and like she better get whatever her life is with kids happening, or because it's almost over for her. And I want to like throw things at her and just be like, absolutely not. And also, please don't ever wear that shirt again. And here's the thing. I like Spella's natural energy, which is someone who wants to get things done and make her life better. I think that she goes at understanding the true way to make someone's life better at it wrong. Like I'm sure the like naked titties out dancing that she does with the witchy sisters, on full moons, like does some sort of thing. But at the same time, I don't know if she understands, like what she like Asian culture enough to even understand like the difference of how they would view something like COVID or anything or family obligation and stuff like that to her own personal experience, which is someone who wants what she wants right now, immediately. So Spella like can't put a love spell on Johnny to get him to like really commit to coming, but she has, wanted to buy her ticket to Dubai. So she did. She buys her ticket to Dubai, and for some reason, I just clocked that the editors really wanted us to know her total. So it was $1,124 for the trip, $1,124. I love you guys. Yeah. Here's the thing. Now that we've seen the whole picture, I mean, and all the players involved, Spella doesn't know that of all the players involved, the most important person absolutely is Stoney. Stoney's the most important person. Like, if we were reading this as a novel, Stoney's the hero, and everyone else is just like characters, like supporting characters. And like, if there are supporting characters, Spella becomes the supporting character of her mom, right barely above her dad. You know what I'm saying? Because Stoney's the main character. Stoney, I don't want Stoney to, I mean, I don't know about Stoney in this farm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that whatever happens is the best for Stoney. And that's the most important thing. Also, God bless. When she wants to, so let me tell you. So obviously she buys a ticket for Dubai and she sits down and she like FaceTimes, her boo, and she puts this like, of course, ridiculous blanket across her head, honey, and she's just like, I don't have. Oh, I do. Like, I'm going to Dubai. The way she says it is just like, I mean, hilarious. And he, of course, is like, what? No. I mean, like, no, come on. And then so he has to have a conversation with that other friend about what to do because, like, he doesn't want to lose Spella. But Spella, like, I think Spella has to find herself first. And 30 is not too old. I swear. Like, I think that, yeah, I think that Spella needs to understand that age ain't nothing but a number and everyone's timeline's different. And I can be talking to myself, but at the same time, everyone's timeline's different and you aren't at the space and maturity level yet to like bring on what you're thinking of bringing on just because you have idealized, fetishized, fantasized, romanticized a certain something without understanding what it is. The truth is, Spella should have absolutely gone to China before Johnny comes to America. Because I think, and I mean, listen, I know that probably during COVID she can't, but I'm saying like in the trajectory of what would have made that relationship work, if she at least had gone to China first, I think that her mind would have been a little more open to what she's expecting in real life and like what's actually what, so that she could make an informed decision. Oh my God, Jane, 5 pounds. Euros. I forgot what the pound sound like. It's like euros. I'm sorry. That's the most American thing. Really, really, I'm dumb. I really appreciate that so much. That's so lovely and kind. God bless. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yay. I think she bought the ticket before talking to him to pressure him. Yeah, no, she definitely tried to corner him in the market, but I think that, I mean, here's the thing, is it refundable? Because they didn't actually tell us if it was refundable. Like they made sure, again, an editor like put a magnifying glass, absolutely blanketed and then some sort of pixelated the entire screen, but the total. Is it refundable? And where was she gonna sit? Did she get, I mean, and like, was it gonna be like like the back of the plane, the front of the plane? I need to know. Here's the thing. I think that I thought, well, maybe not. I never traveled to Dubai, but I always thought that like Dubai, like flights are really expensive. But I think that's only if you fly like the Emirates, right? Or the Dubai Air, which both of them, like they look fabulous. Have you ever just watched the YouTube, like business class and first class videos of like some of those Saudi Arabian or whatever it is, Arab Airlines? I say they're like that kind of, yeah, because like I don't think that's a Lebanese brand at all. God bless. I'm sure it's been said before, but Speller reminds me so much of Nicole and Ozen days. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is why Speller is so annoying. Any reasonable person would just say, okay, let's wait out the pandemic. And once it's over, it'll have been worth the wait. Boom, so simple. It actually makes sense. Yeah, what ends up happening, she mentioned you have 2 stops to get there. I wonder where her stops were. Paris, Beirut, Dubai. That would be like my dream, by the way, like Instagram bio. Like if I was an Instagram jet set, like Instagram model, I'm not, obviously. It would be like Paris, Beirut, Dubai. And then like if I had to pick a city in, I don't know what city I would pick. Kauai. No, I'm just kidding. In America. So, yeah, I care about Stoney. I wonder how Stoney's doing. And it was like not enough Stoney. I don't understand why Stoney can't she needs to like FaceTime Stoney. Look Stoney in the eye and be like, I'm trying to take away your dad. I watched so much of those Emirate flight videos. So my loves, let's move on. Mike and Hamina. Okay, so we pick up with Mike, my God, and he has been trying to like keep it right, keep it tight, keep it organized, because that was the thing that she said to do. And he thought it was weird at first, but he also like, farted on her. And so he has to like make do with what he's done and what he's let go and what he's like passed, in her presence. So he's trying to talk to her about like, he's like, telling her how good he's doing. And we get to a Hamina that is a different Hamina than like maybe the person that we saw there, which was, we realized that was Hamina at her warmest. And now Hamina is not as warm. You know what also has lightened up? Her hair. So also her love for him and her hair. She got some streaks, honey. She got some streaks. You know what I'm saying? And false eyelashes. We know that life, like extensions, false eyelashes, eyebrows. I like, this is my bread and butter, what I talk about. Rose. Oh yes, Robert Davis. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love looking at a bedroom. I want to see Mahogany's. I also, we see Hamina like in her son's bedroom and like sleeping, and it's, it's telling. So, I love you guys. Oh yeah, flick this light switch and thumbs it up, people. Thank you so much. It's true. Um, Mike is in a loft bedroom, like he kind of like has to like, get around things. And Mike is already kind of small. But in these confessionals, they have put Mike, who could lift a weight and like, lift one or two weights. That'd be great. But I mean, just because I think that Mike naturally wants to wear a very fitted, like black man or female tank top. I'm not quite unisex. I'm going to say unisex tank top because it's very like the sleeves are basically spaghetti strap. Like they're tiny, they go in like that. Like it's almost racer back, you know what I'm saying? Like, and of course, like a chain. And it's like a look that you would not expect from Mike. But then Mike is that kind of Italian Latino type, you know what I'm saying? Like that from a characteristically bravado-esque patriarchal culture. Now, whether Mike presents the most in that way, that's not what I've seen, but like that's what's happening. Okay, no, you guys, thank you so much. Wait. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My little super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. We're this making age references that we all get. Yeah, was it Gucci? I mean, I don't know, but it was a rosary. Like it was a Catholic rosary. Like it's like Madonna. Like here's the thing, I would wear it, but like it's interesting, like the cut of the tank top, and instead of the necklace being a gold or whatever cross, it was a rosary. There was something that I was like, that's something that I would wear. I would wear like a spaghetti strap looking ribbed black tank top that's like very fitted. And I would wear a rosary. I do wear those things. And I would wear hoop earrings with it. And I would just like live my life as that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that look. He goes down and talks to Larry and Hyman, you know what I'm saying, his dad and his grandfather. And he basically like lets them know what's been happening, which is she's cooled off. However, she has turned something else on, which is the fire underneath him to pay for boob and tummy tuck surgery or lipo, whatever. Yeah, I think it's tummy tuck. The mommy makeover is what they call it. The mommy makeover. That's what it is. Boobs, tummy tuck, and like while they're there, they like lipo a little something, like, and this is where it gets, if you're like gonna lipo it anyway, you can just put some in your butt. But she actually has a great butt. She shouldn't do anything back there. And if you don't do anything back there, you can recover just lying on your butt. I haven't done research, but I haven't any kids, so God bless. But it's what she wants, and she's now used to my giving her whatever she wants. Okay, and after regaling his older family members about this situation, they've been around the block, honey. They've smelled a bird or two, you know what I'm saying, cooking. And so he gets advice, basically being like, what the hell? No, don't do it. Don't pay for it. Why are you making like so many monetary gestures to her? You aren't responsible for her. And the grandfather is basically like, I don't understand like how I raised this person wrong. Like what I did that this person doesn't understand how to like get to the ladies like I do. My name is Hyman. It's because can you imagine how many I broke through? That's how I got that name. Okay. Now I don't want to say it, but it's true. He's what he's called. That's a street name. Oh man. No one like Hyman. I mean, they would have a parade for him. He would just like barge through like the Music Man, you know what I'm saying? Coming down the street. People would just throw their panties at him. Absolutely. That's Hyman. So he tries to give Mike some advice because I don't know where the jeans went down, but they went to Larry and then like they split around, they like moved around, like, and God bless Mike. So Mike's like, that was very dirty, but you have to like be okay with it. Um, they say, I wrote down, you don't want to make a mistake and ruin your life. And I felt their words and yet, it's so interesting because yet they had fallen on deaf ears. I mean, unless he was just like, no, I just got to prove them wrong and go back, just surprise her and go back and make sure that it's still real. So Mike does. He gets on a plane, honey, gets right back there, goes right back. And, like we get, let's see, I'm trying to say like her name, I would say it wrong, is Hamina. We get a Hemina now. A Hemina, Hymena, Homina. It's a different Hamina. It's a Hemena. I mean, it was Hemena. It was Hemena and now it's Hamina. You understand? It's different. It's like she, like it's evil twin girl, good twin. One has blonde streaks in her hair. So you can tell the difference, okay? She's cool. Doesn't even go to the airport. She's just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I did not want you to come. He shows up. The sister's there. She's there. She's like, with the money that you spent coming here, which I didn't want you to come, you could have given that to me and I could have like turned into even like a hotter person that like doesn't need you. Right now, I'm just like, in my mind, not hot, whatever, like needs the money. But I'm like, once I get this money, honey, I'm just going to like run. So she's basically like, I'm going out to a club tonight. And he's like, oh, my first night here when I surprised you, like really, like I'm exhausted and would love to like just not do it. Just love to hang out with the kids and make some really dry pasta for you guys. I brought bags and bags of durum wheat pasta. And she's like, no, let's get to this club. So then they get to the club and, like around midnight, he's like, oh, ooh, like I wonder how many drinks he had to pay for, like all her friends, God bless, and how many drinks he had, God bless, street sweeping. And then he's like, I'm gonna go. Like I just got, flew into town. And she's like, call a cab. Para uno. Para solamente tú. And so he does. He gets home and she doesn't get home until 9 a.m. Now, here's the thing. She has a whole confessional where she's like, no, you guys don't understand the culture here. This is absolutely normal. It's normal. It's like, this is what we do. We party, period, the end. And then after, and actually it's not the end because then we go to breakfast. Necesitamos desayuno. Then we pass out for the rest of the day. Now, here's the thing. She has that sister that lives in the house. So her kids, like it isn't, like, but it's still telling it's telling that cameras were there and this is what it is. This is what it is. And yet, like her dad really came for Mike as being bad for her. Remember that? I don't know about you, Mike. What's your favorite color? Dinero? Me dinero? Me. I mean, like, here's the thing. Mike, for some reason, is daft, unaware. Maybe, has some sort of like social cue problem or something, or in the same way that Kim doesn't know that Usman doesn't want to be with her, in the same way that Ben thinks that Mahogany is like spiritually in this world for only him and her whole existence was like because God wanted to give him a present after his horrible marriage to like his ex-wife and the baby mama of all of his kids that hate him. I'm just saying like nothing is like for some reason as easy to see as outside looking in. But for these people, it's like Mike is kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? So You know, it's Mike saying that he can't tell if she's happy that he's here is as confusing as, as confusing as Kim wondering if like Usman wants to like bang her without like giving him things. I think that I've gone through my life feeling an amount in some sort of insecurity or of whether I have like lovable qualities for in the romantic way, because of like isolated events in my youth that made me feel insecure in such a way. So I can't fathom living in a world where I would think that someone completely out of my league would be into me. So sometimes when I see it, it does feel like some sort of gray area between audacity and foolishness and unawareness that I can't quite pinpoint, but it would scare me. And I like wonder if it's people like me that then at some point switch when I'm like 63 and I'm just like, Usman, or blank, fill in the blank of some younger man that like I'm like, no, it's this one or it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one is above anyone else, and neither am I, even though I sit and talk about people on these shows. It's like getting to how choices are made, and then not only are choices made, they're published willy-nilly on TV for someone's truth to be, someone's authentic truth supposedly displayed. It's interesting when people allow, but it's easier to say that, being the audience. So, is she out of his league because she doesn't have much to offer him outside of taking advantage of him? She's out of his league in the sense that Mike wants a hot girl. When Mike, God bless him, he should get someone who's like a little chiller in the like hot department. Like for men, beauty is, for some men, beauty is a top quality, whether it should be or not, and choices are made for him for once to like forsake character value or true chemistry, chemistry in lieu of, Boogie Winka. I don't know what to tell you. Big Ed, Gino, Mike, they all want the most beautiful women. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. There's going to be a lot of like, I've said this before, this 90 Day Fiancé always feels like a roaming troupe of commedia dell'arte actors that every season we get the stereotype or the archetypes, we bring them forward, we hand them a new script, but they basically play the same characters. And so if you have that in your repertoire, if you're like, I'm either the cunning maid or I'm the crotchety old blob, or like that's commedia dell'arte characters. But I mean, so that it's like you have your stock characters that you play, right? So I mean, yes, of course, there's always going to be like, in some way, older, incredibly physically unattractive person who is going to feel cock on the block if they're with someone who they deem attractive, who elevates them in some way. And then we'll watch that play out. Michael, we said that, Michael and, what's her name? What I'm talking about. I feel like I got a bite, which I'm just keeps like, did I really get a bite down here? Oh no, it's my anklet. Oh thank God. Oh wait. Okay, sorry. I keep itching. Okay, so let me move on in my life. Okay, so Then we have Gino and Jasmine. So this, of course, picks up. This is, I don't know how to just talk about this because it feels like a fever dream of footage that I've watched over and over again over the past 2 episodes of like how this night goes down. So we know that like 3 episodes ago is when she first got the DMs, right? And then she gets upset and she like later on okay, so this is where it keeps picking up and dropping off and kind of going back. In the initial hotel room fight is when she gives like the monologue of her lives, and Wah and I, like at that night that we did the liver live, if you can imagine, we enacted it on TikTok. Honey, I wish we could do it right now for you, but yeah. Wait, you just wait. How does it initially go? She goes, look at me, and I'm intelligent. I could have the sugar daddy of the sugar daddies of the sugar daddies, not a fucking crazy old man from Michigan, alone and depressed. Give me a break. I messed up the last 2, but you know what I'm saying? It's perfect, right? It's perfect. So then, my God, she delivers that. She's so mad. He's disgusting for repeatedly saying that they were not, in fact, nudes, that she was just topless. How dare you tell someone how they should feel over whether something is nudes or not? If my titties are out, that is a nude. You don't see, I don't walk around America with my titties out all the time. I wish I could. I can't. I mean, anytime I can take those titties out, I will. I'm going to tell you that right now. Like the minute I got onto like a French beach where the titties could come out, I was on this was my first, okay, God bless. So I did a study abroad, right? A summer when I was in college, God bless. So we were, and it was like my theater arts people or whatever, mostly whatever. There was like this, there were people, every kind of person. So like girls, guys, gays, straight men, God bless. So we get to, a little beach that we rented a car from like during the weekend. And yeah, like we could be topless on that beach. My friend Danny did it. And I was just like, oh, I love taking the titties off. Like I think in Vegas, there's a Vegas pool where you can take your titties out. And I went to a spa in like Palm Springs or Palm Desert recently, and they were like describing the different pools on the property, and they were like, and this is the adult pool, and like adult pool, does that make it naked? Is that what it means? And they're like, no, adult pool means there's just no children. And I was like, oh yeah, no kids, yeah, okay. There's nothing like sunbathing nude and swimming nude. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So then this is what happens. So then this is where the footage gets confusing. So then so then this happens, that conversation happens. She gets really mad. She leaves. And then we see her in her butt walking around all the resort. We love it so much, like the best situation. Like, go her. I think she's hot. And then she like FaceTimes her friend, and she's like so mad, and she's just like crying. And then she's like, she tells him like, you know, that he had tried to make his ex jealous or whatever, God bless. But she like talks herself into something, or where the producer like gets mad at her, that she goes back to the hotel room now, which is the part we've already seen. Maybe this was an extra edited part because the Caleb Alina thing, they were like, put more of the fight in. So then that's when she goes back and then rips off the hat, right? Whenever we were like, oh, this is the sequence of events. And then it gets so heated that it looks like she's about to like come to fisticuffs with him, and producers have to like step in. She's just like, this is why he's single at 52. He plays sugar. He wants to like just pay for sugar babies. In this hotel room that this like fisticuffs happened, there are empty bottles of wine everywhere. I mean, Juan and I had one empty bottle of wine. There was like at least six. The editors had them in the shots. They were like, here. You would look at an empty bottle, like, and then into like Gino's face. The best part of this part is when she says, "Do you want me to send pictures of your tiny to publish them? You can send to one of your ex. No, there's nothing to brag about. My pictures are hot, and yours are depressing." I think like award season is upon us or whatever, and there's like, like the Spirit Awards and the Oscars, there's like different awards. And Jasmine should get an award. Wah has said that Jasmine is like a Larissa, and the funny thing is, I don't remember Larissa being as emotional as Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Like as rawly emotional, but maybe I would have to go back and watch. When she rips off like that hat, we see his head and whatever he has left on it, and it is not something I want to see. He has a very interesting head. He's a very interesting man. And I think in a way that he wants to date outside of his league, looks wise. That's why he's going to like eternally be unhappy. Larissa was not a crier. Right. Who he tried to fool, huh? She was dramatic, but yeah. Okay, wait. Larissa is regular crazy to me. Jasmine, manic crazy to me. Yeah. Which one do you prefer? I definitely need more seasons of Jasmine, which I think I can't imagine we're not gonna get. Peanut head with patch of hair, gross, absolutely. Larissa was good at being sarcastic. Jasmine gets too irate. But Jasmine, when she's yelling, is like, that's when she gets Anfisa-esque. Ooh. Also, Wah had found that Jasmine monologue because Anfisa did it on TikTok. Now, Anfisa's face is a whole different face. You know that, right? Anfisa's not a great actress. And by great actress, I mean not an actress, nothing at all. But she knows that. I think that's why she's like, making money the way she's making money, which is like weight loss and like, or some sort of fitness stuff. Fitness influencer is the word. Okay, Memphis and Hamza. So, Memphis, okay, so I don't know where Memphis is for this, like whether she's sleeping in or whatever. I think probably going to the bathroom, like as we'll find out later, but they don't make mention of that part until later. But in the sequence of events, Hamza and his mom go wedding shopping, wedding robe shopping. So, and it's like a lovely store, and Hamza is trying on his suits. He tries on two suits. I like the first one better, but his mom loves the second one. The mom is just, lovely. And we care for her second. For the whole season, it's Stoney first, Hamza's mom second. She tears up seeing her baby boy dressed up, and basically puts on the line, like, why are you getting married again? Why you are rushing into this? Like, I don't understand why it has to happen right now. Like, you are young, and I don't think you should marry this woman, even though you look great right now and you're my son. At the same time, like, absolutely not. I've been divorced. I know how people change, and I like don't want you to ever be divorced. And she, plants a seed, and it grows in his head. And so he thinks that the best way to deal with it is to like pour Memphis a glass of like a Tunisian, what looks like orange Fanta, and she, my dad just says hello. She can't drink that water anymore, she tells him, because, God bless. She drank the water and it's really bad. We get a lot of that conversation she's on with her sister about her bowel movements, and not a lot of her sister being like, you just come home, you're making a horrible choice. But fast forward to the last turn off in the road where Hamza basically is like, I think, into a translator that we are rushing it, and why are we rushing it, and we don't want to hasten the idea to get married. And she takes it well. She's like, yeah, you're right, let's change, let's just take a little breather. Why would we? Just kidding. Memphis doesn't take it well. She's not been taking the water well, or why would she take that? Everything runs through her, honey, and she's not into it. It's not agreeing with her. It's upsetting her. Stomach, mind, heart. The only time the translator is not needed is for saying sexy time. Memphis has delusional expectations. I mean, I guess that's the theme of it. That is what it all is. Delusional expectations. Oh God, I must have them too. It's just easier to see other people's. How horrible. What a like shitty human condition existence part of life. It's hard though. Okay, so this me hungry, me mad, me no smile communication Memphis is so disrespectful. Yeah, I mean it's Rebecca and Zayed. It's just like she doesn't know. I mean it's hard to watch, but at the same time isn't everything. And it's hard to watch the Te Amos. It's hard to like know when they have kids. Of course, and big boobies. Okay, last but certainly not, okay, that's basically she gets upset, obviously. So, and she gets upset even though she had a whole conversation with her sister about how like he didn't get things prepared, and they lied about his age, blah 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 blah. You think after that conversation there'd be a seed of like, well, maybe you should, just like not get married right away. And so when he brings it up, it shouldn't be like, oh, what, but it is. Okay, so now Usman rolls over the morning of, after like morning after he like first spent the night, like not after. Sorry, I realize. I don't want to say it sounds like what's going to happen later. So, and I realized his whole life is like fake Louis, LV phone case. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I don't know what he dreams of that night, or what producer like got in his ear, or what text he got on that phone from the producer being like, do something. I don't know, but he just suddenly is like, you know what? Let's bone. No, we're gonna do it. You're gonna go from potential girlfriend to actual relationship. Like, here it is. And because of that, I'm going to put it down the African way. Now, he's saying maybe we'll have sex tonight. God bless. He FaceTimes with Jamal, and they all have great lighting. For some reason, being like, definitely he and Kim are in like a very dark tent area, and when they FaceTime with Jamal, it looks like they have a full ring light on. Jamal looks great, and Jamal's like, what's happening? Sorry, I'm getting texts from people and it's like throwing me off. Thought I put this on do not disturb. Oh, I did for an hour. God bless. I'm sorry, my loves. He said you're gonna feel it in your throat, and I felt like when he said that, I feel like I got like something in my throat, yes, I feel like I got something in my throat. It was hard to watch. Can Jamal be on the next season of Single Life? I want to see that, absolutely. I like Kimberly. I do like Kimberly, and I thank her for her service. So I want her to be with someone, and I feel like I like Jamal, her son. He's hot as hell, so like I want the best for her too. Okay. I can. I'm almost like afraid to. Um, he talks about how to Jamal about how his mom is just like loyalty. Like I love her because she's loyal, and loyalty is loyalizing. She's been the most loyals, like, um, and Jamal's like, so basically like a assistant that you don't pay that much or anything. So they work for you for free, like a cult leader or some sort of like shaman. I mean, like what? Jamal has it going for him. It's like, oh, God bless. Couldn't this conversation with your mom have happened before she came on the show? But God bless. We get a lot of like how Usman is going to throw down, when we like for Kim, and Kim is giddy, 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 like a girl who was given like a fresh Lisa Frank caboodle. She is just over the moon. At one point, I'm like, is he going to use like an Louis Vuitton like encrusted condom? Like I was not surprised. Like if it was just going to be like brown LV Sigmal. I bet they make those, right? Gucci. He says that the African way of having sex happens for a whole half day. And he also says he is going to give it to her so intensely, fiercely, that she's not going to be able to walk right the next day. And what I'm hoping is the opposite. I'm hoping that he can like help her walk better the next day by like only giving it half away, because she already walks intensely. I think that she can. I think there's a better way. He comes in. Her lingerie we've already seen. He comes in wearing absolutely bananas, like full costume and rose pink glasses, like those glasses that like Bella Hadid wore like 3 years ago. And I can understand why he wants to like wear glasses. A, they're rose colored, so everything looks a little cheerier, a little rosier. Also, B, it's like a poker face thing, maybe. His chain is off. He's crazy. And I feel like none of those things are like good to have sex with. One, both can fall on someone's face. They're both like accidents waiting to happen. Um, Beer goggle. They're drinking champagne. St. Laurent had an entire line. Oh, thanks for yeah, I like that too. Um, I think the Zoom call should have happened off camera. I don't understand the point of any of it. I listen. If this is the way to get Jamal famous, that's fine. Jamal takes third of people we care about on this show. Stoney, Hamza's mom, Jamal. I love Jamal, and I'm only going to put the other people on there because Stoney's a baby, and Hamza's mom, it looks, I mean, she's older than, I think that I just, I don't know what her life is. God bless. You guys, can you believe it? We'll just see. Like, it makes me upset that we didn't get more of what was going to happen. Like, after having the Lena Caleb, like, noises, like, I would have really enjoyed, like, some, like, a little more understanding. And I know that I'm going to, like, get hate for that, I think, because why would I want to see them, like, make out fiercely? But they, like, kiss a little bit. It wasn't enough for me, like, what the buildup is. Like, this is the episode that we get to see Mahogany and they bone. This is supposed to be like this is, I guess, a transformative episode, right? So, the chain could break his tooth and those glass can be blacked out. I know it. I tried to say it. Okay, my loves, can you believe? So, I have on the docket, to do Love Off the Grid, hopefully today. If not, then I'm going to do Love is Blind, hopefully today. And I got a text from Kate Casey, so maybe I will do a recap on her show too, or her podcast, or she'll come on mine. I don't have a podcast, but the stream situation that you're watching on now. So that's what's happening. I'm going to open it up to comments and questiones. Memphis bugs you, right? That is true. I think this episode shows where everyone's cards lay. I want there to be more than 2 episodes left. But maybe that's as we race towards the end, we start to pick up steam. And I wonder how many tell-alls are going to have. I love you. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh, good. And can you believe, were you here, Miss Johnson, that I'm going to have Lindsay and Spence's friend hopefully join? Lauren? She was the one that was just not on the last episode, the episode before. Who was the girl sitting with Amina and Mike as soon as he arrived? That's her sister. She looks like Lord. That girl? I can't do this. I don't want to do it. I can't do it. Oh, but I will do this. I want to do this. Inventing Anna thoughts. I know. I got to do it. Okay, that's what I care more about. I got to dive into Inventing Anna, and I got to dive into the rest is Love is Blind. I have a lot on the docket. Chris, did you hear Christians from Sister Wives got her own cooking show on TLC Plus? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh my, that's huge. Oh my God. And I'm only, okay, Christine, I've always loved Christine. I'm like really happy for her. I'm obviously very mad that she's like shelling like stupid powders to her Instagram people, but I love that she got a cooking show, and Cody must be so upset. Don't know which, oh God, it's her like thing, like I got to cook for a lot of kids. If you want to know how to cook for a lot of kids on a budget, who knows how to do better than me? I'm Christine. I raised 71 kids. Oh my God. It's called Cooking with Just Christine. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's the best thing I ever heard in my whole life. I'll never get over it. So many things. I'm so excited. Because I love Pioneer Women. And I feel like it's going to be like a version of Pioneer Women. And the second thing is my name is Christine, right? My name is Christine. And when I used to like pretend to have like a restaurant, and we always like, like back in the day, like childhood play, I used to always like call it like Christine's Cuisine. And I would like make menus, I would just like, I would sit like on a weekend, I would like be like, I'm cooking breakfast. I would make it, see what we had, make it like a fully curvy C Christine's Cuisine menu with like, that's the top, and be like, eggs with an English muffin and butter, eggs scrambled with cheese, I would just like whatever's around, cereal, Captain Fruit, Fruit Loops, not Captain Fruit Loops. What was it called? Captain Crunch with fruit berries. Ugh. Cody is a yes, honey. Yes. I'm so excited. I know I can't stand it. I can't. I'm like so. Oh God, I feel like I just like was hit with adrenaline. Okay. All right, my love. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get on to like washing things, and don't worry, more things are coming. And I love you guys so much. And yeah, that's all I have to say. You guys are the best. I love it. Okay, baby boos, you're the best, and I love you so much. So coming up are the things in the docket, and thank you for making my day. And oh God, that's great. Oh, we both talked about Captain Crunch is the best. I'll buy her some. Both, yeah, that's what I want to say. Okay, Christine was the one that approached TLC with the original. So, yes. Rob, you hate Robin. She blamed Christine for the marriage ending. It's the third episode. I can't watch it. Okay, I'm going to die. Okay, I love you guys so much. Take a deep breath in. It's Wednesday. We're gonna have a great rest of our week. I have a lot of TV to watch. I'm excited. I just did it. I love you. And so you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. Ramsterdam wanted me to do it, and I already thought I did, but I'll do it real good. Let's take a deep breath in. I did it too fast. I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm gonna get on that Peloton. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna watch TV. And yes, you can follow me Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. Thank you to everyone who super chatted me. That's so incredibly lovely and nice. I have a Venmo too. If you want to do that, I don't have a Cash App, but I guess I probably should make one. I don't really understand that, but I do have a Zelle. Is that something that I should put up here? I don't know. Leave a comment. Please like this video. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. That's so nice. Ninja Pirate. Yes. Oh, hot. I mean, look how beautifully delicate your cat eye is. I see what you did. I can't do a cat eye very well. You left space right there, the tip of it, so that you really get this, like, maybe I should do that. That like that. This like this. And then just a little. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that super chat. And also thank you so much for the and you liked it for the Jasmine impression. And I really appreciate that. I also am inspired by your cat eye. Okay, my loves, you're all the best. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you so much for everything. Can you do the Jasmine impression again? I missed it. I have a newborn, so give me something. Okay. I always forget how it goes. Wait. Okay. Look at me. And I'm intelligent. I could have the sugar daddy of sugar daddies of sugar daddies. Not some fucking boring old man alone and depressing from Michigan. Give me a break. Alone and depressing from Michigan. Give me a break. Not some fucking crazy old man. That's what it is. Not some fucking crazy old man. Alone and depressing from Michigan. Give me a break. Juan, I like do it over and over again. Like it's gonna be in hers too. Like we did it a billion times. Like. I love you guys so much. I have to go. I I really have to watch TV and I have to have a conversation with some fun peeps that will hopefully jump on some lives. Okay. So when you see this video up, please like it. Please leave a comment. If you haven't yet gone to Vanity Fair, that's a private Facebook group. You can go there and tell me what question I should ask Lindsay and Spence, friend Lauren, and then also talk about what you want me to talk about for Love is Blind, because this is all what's happening. Love Off the Grid, Love is Blind, this dumb love show, anything with love in it, okay? All right, baby boos, take care of yourselves and one another. Stand up for what you believe and make art. I'll talk to you later. Bye.